This is the most fascinating story for me for the right now in the NHL. Ville Husso versus Jordan Binnington. So, Calgary Flames last night play the St. Louis Blues. Get demolished. Is that last night or two? That was Tuesday,
I think it was
right?
2 nights ago.
Monday night. Yeah, it was Monday night because that was the back-to-back.
I got my
Anyways.
fantasy cookies. Thank you, Lindholm.
First of all, Calgary looked amazing in that game. They were also robbed on Saturday when they lost to Edmonton. They looked also amazing in that game. They go out there, beat the St. Louis Blues 7-2. I think was the final score. 7-1 or 7-2.
I think it's 7-1.
7-1.
I don't know.
Jordan Binnington in that game allows 7 goals. Jordan Binnington is on the first year of a 5-year, $6 million per year contract. Just started right now. Not having the best season. Right now, he is a 901 in 23 games. I don't have his wins-loss in front of me. But the storyline here is that, once again, as with Jake Allen and Jordan Binnington, there is a rookie goalie looking to steal the job in St. Louis. Ville Husso has been incredible this season.
I got the numbers here if you want me to go through
Read them.
Okay, so do you want me to go Binners numbers first?
Yeah,
Okay.
read both the numbers, so I didn't have them up.
So Jordan Binnington, games started 23 games. He is 11-9, 3 OTLs. So he is under 500. 327 goals against average, a 901 save percentage, 1 shutout. Ville Husso, 13 games, 12 of them are started, 8-2. And by the way, the one game that Ville Husso had to jump in on that he did not start was the game against the Leafs where the Leafs lit up Binnington.
He also filled in on Monday night in that Calgary game.
Oh, okay.
13 out of 13 saves.
So
None of those 7 goals were against him.
8-2. Oh my God. 8-2-1. He's allowed 23 goals in 13 games, which is a 188 goals against average. And again, goals against average, more of a team stat, but when it's that low, you pay attention to it. Save percentage is a 943.
He's been lights out, and the team has played better in front of him than they have Binnington. For whatever reason that is, St. Louis has looked better when he's in net. And to add, the wrinkles in this story are fascinating because at the end of this year, Husso is a UFA. What do? Do you sell him and you say Binnington's our goalie because he signed $6 million for the next 5 years? And do you sell Husso for parts to make a playoff run? Or do you bail out on your goalie that won you a Stanley Cup? A goalie that The Athletic did a very good article on the breakdown between these goalies. A goalie that, this is their number.
Is this Rutherford that did it? Jeremy Rutherford?
Jeremy Rutherford's
Love
article.
Jeremy Rutherford.
Yes.
So good.
Binnington, now that I scrolled, I lost it. Binnington, since winning the Stanley Cup, how many playoff wins does he have?
So they won the 2019 Stanley Cup. They lost in 6 games to the Canucks in the bubble.
So that's 2.
So there's 2. And last year, who did they get in the first round last year? Who did they get in the first round? The Jets? No, that was the year they won the Cup. I don't know.
Since the Stanley Cup run, Jordan Binnington in the playoffs is 0-9.
What?
In every game that he has started since the Stanley Cup in the playoffs, he is 0-9. His save percentage is .875. His goals against is .419.
Who won the games against the Canucks then?
Not Jordan Binnington.
And not Ville Husso.
Well, he's his first year.
Must have been
No, he played
goalie.
17 games last year, Ville Husso, but he did not play in the playoffs.
No. I don't know who started those games, but that's from Jeremy Rutherford's article. I was reading it, and I didn't know
my
that.
God.
It blew my mind. I didn't remember that Binnington hasn't won a game in the playoffs since winning the Stanley Cup.
That is, I can't believe that.
How do you...
0-9.
Do you, now that you have the next Binnington 2 years later, do you run with Husso?
And he's 2 years younger.
He's 2 years younger.
He's probably going to be cheaper.
He makes no money right now.
Edmonton needs a goalie.
You send off Binnington to Edmonton? I don't know. I don't know how this is going to play out.
The Blues are too good to
You gotta
sell
ride this.
at all.
You gotta ride this
ride
tandem.
it.
You ride it
You
out?
ride this tandem.
Oh, okay.
No, you go, like, is Husso the hot hand? Go
Yeah.
with him. If he's great, ride him into the playoffs. Gets hurt, you go with the guy who won you a cup. I mean, it's a very simple formula to me. I don't think
You say you're too good to trade on any of them, and you just keep going with 2 goalies.
And you do your best to sign Husso in the offseason you take calls on Binnington if there are callers. But no, I don't think there's a reason to sell.
If you're Ville's agent, I'm sitting there saying, "Get me out of St. Louis. I can go start somewhere."
Oh, definitely.
We don't have to take a UFA deal with St. Louis.
Definitely.
If they let me go to free agency.
And that's why before the show began, you were like, "Hey, the Leafs, I'm here to tell you no." Like that dude is going to, oh, was it?
That was
oh, sorry. That is going to the highest bidder. You know what I mean? He could start for someone.
Well, I wonder if he gets like an Nedeljkovic type deal. Because see, the thing is that to
Traded
be honest,
for nothing, even though he was good.
no, not that.
What
Not that.
He's
He
doing
will be
great
UFO.
for Detroit.
He will be UFA, excuse me. But remember, his save percentage last year was .893. He was 9-6.
Mhm.
He was
Mhm.
he was a backup goalie last year.
Yep.
If you're looking to take a flyer on somebody,
Mhm.
speaking of flyers, we'll get to them next.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I think Ville Husso is your guy. But if Ville Husso on the open markets gets more than $3 million, I would be really surprised. This is a guy that has played 30 NHL games.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, let's say, okay,
We've been here.
that's right now.
We've
Don't
been here.
fucking tweet this at me after he
Whoa.
until they ride, they're
Whoa.
watch, the Blues are going to ride him to the Stanley Cup final.
Whoa.
And somebody's going to tweet this and be like, "Ha, I feel stupid now." I don't, because he's played 30 games. At that point, when he's got a cup, the conversation will change. Thank you.
Okay,
Don't you cold takes expose me.
If Husso wins you a cup, it'll be as weird as the last guy who won you a cup.
Yeah.
That was weird.
That was weird.
Let's talk about how they were in last place and they won. Hey, you might have noticed at the beginning of the segment, I was on my phone.
Mhm.
Was I texting someone? No. I was looking for some of my own spicy content. Did you know that the St. Louis Blues have the Leafs to thank?
For this situation.
For
Yep.
Ville Husso?
Yep.
Oh, God, what trade? It wouldn't be the Koliakovo-Steen trade, would it?
No. At the draft in Philadelphia in 2014, I was there. Have I ever mentioned that I was there? I was there. There was a trade on day 2 of the draft.
Okay.
The Leafs acquire Roman Polak
No.
from the St.
No.
Louis Blues. They later packaged Polak with Nick Spalling, sent him to the San Jose Sharks for Rafi Torres in 2 seconds. One of those seconds was packaged with a first-round pick and sent to the Ducks for Frederik Andersen. That is how the trade tree goes for the Leafs. How does it go for the Blues? The Blues acquire Carl Gunnarsson, who scored exactly 1 playoff goal for them, and it was an overtime winner in Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final in 2019. He retires the Stanley Cup champion, and they also got a 4th-round pick in 2014. Who was that? Oh, it was Ville Husso.
He played 6 solid years for them.
He sure did. He sure did. Oh, he did. Sure did. Stop trading with him, maybe.
Leaf trades with St. Louis never work out.
No. Like, how wasn't your first question to Jim Rutherford just gritted teeth crying? No words. Just, you fucker.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
Yeah.
with Husso, we've seen this story time and time again.
Mm-hmm.
It's Matt Murray, it's Jack Campbell, it's Binnington himself. The goalie that comes out of nowhere sometimes just gets hot for a couple seasons, and you can ride him to victories in the playoffs. St. Louis might have to do that and might have to bail on Mr. JB. I don't know. I'm going to watch it very closely.
JB, huh? Yeah. I think this conversation is helped along by the fact that Binnington's bad games are bad.
Mm-hmm. And he gets very upset.
They're Baddington.
They are Baddington.
The man has a temper.
But when he's on, he's on.
I'm not saying anything. Every time I say anything about Jordan Binnington, Blues fans get on me real bad.
His fire burns hot, man.
Oh,
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like,
think that's fair.
He won a championship with the Owen Sound attack basically out of spite. Like, because no one thought
You wouldn't
that
like me
team
when
was
I'm
worth
angry.
shit.
Yeah.
No. Martin Brodeur was like, hey, you're going to the ECHL.
Oh, yeah.
And he told him no. And then the Blues were in last place, and he's like, I'm going to win a fucking cup.
Fuck you, Jake Allen. This
Yeah.
is my team.
Gets into a million fake fights. Like, just sometimes it's productive anger, and other times it's counterproductive anger. And right now, I think he's got a little bit of that counterproductive anger.
Kyle Lowry was like that. He had a lot of unproductive anger at the beginning of his career and
Yeah.
ended up in Toronto and was like, they were ready to ship him out. And then for whatever reason, they went on a bit of a tear that season.
Yeah.
And then it became productive anger because he doesn't play. Kyle Lowry as a basketball player doesn't play friendly.
No,
No.
he's the cause of anger now. Yeah, when he became the cause of anger
Yeah.
as the seasons went on.
Is the flame red or is the flame blue? Right?
Whoa.
Like blue, like if you're blue, you're chill, you're mad, but you're chill.
Mm.
If you're red, yeah, get out of control.